Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
That kind of kickoff return is something we call a momentum play. So if you're the offensive coordinator and you have a script of plays that you plan to run, you may change it up now because you may decide to go for some bigger strikes and try and keep the momentum going.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Ritter looking to put it up right away. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on 3rd down. Ritter back to throw. That is caught. Breaks the tackle. Now an alley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. David Onyemata, excellent effort. And he earns a tackle for loss. The Raiders hit 9-4 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club is more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Ritter from the gun on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. The kick by Carlson is good, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. Well, they had the solid field position there to start the opening drive and didn't have to really move it too far to be in range and take the 3-0 lead.
And a lot of times I think that even I look at this a little bit negatively because of where they started with the field position. Hey, they still got 3 points out of this drive. Got a little momentum going. Got things set up for the rest of the ball game. Take the 3, be happy, and move on.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Penix. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's 3rd and 3. And looking to throw, Penix. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Raiders pick it up. Powers through. And some room to maneuver. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return? Everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home.
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Penix. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Down the sideline he goes.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
Ritter now. That's caught left side. Myers with it. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Ritter looking to throw here on 4th. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello in a big way there when he lost double-digit yards on that sack.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You talk about this Falcon defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I think with as good as their coverage is, and they're also excellent tacklers, they try to keep things in front of them and either make the tackle or you have to run out of bounds because there's nowhere to go. They'll let them dink and dunk all day long.
He's got the rookie from Georgia. That's Brock Bowers. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Kamara up the middle. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They run it again with Kamara. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a
carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On third down, they're going to go with the option. And he is going to lose yardage here. That winds up being a 4-yard loss. It is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. 3rd and 8. To the air, Penix. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes after saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and they're going to face a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Ritter to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
First carry of the game for Zamir White. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Short throw caught by Bowers. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Brock Bowers with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Carlson now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Penix working out of the gun here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. They'll throw with Penix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30. The rookie from Washington putting it right where he needs to. He's got his guys a first down. Looking to throw, Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Falcons are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20, Alvin Kamara, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They'll run for it with Robinson, and this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Back to throw, Ritter. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So still 14 yards to go. 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Ritter with it after the play fake. To the sideline and incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
They're going option play on 3rd down. And he is going to lose yardage here. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Here's A.J. Cole now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They'll go play action here with Penix. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43. Operating from the gun, Penix. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That is caught. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys take over at the 25-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Raiders are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Now Penix. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Raiders on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is third down and 12. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a fourth down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Carlson able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
A quick throw there is incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. And looking to throw, Penix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43. To throw again is Penix. And caught by London. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Falcons.
Here's Penix. Man open is Robinson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Michael Penix. taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. They'll try and throw with Penix. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3. And now off to the races down the right side. He may go. Alvin Kamara. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Alvin Kamara with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Raiders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
To the air, Penix. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Finding room at midfield. Down the right sideline. Terry McLaurin. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 70 yards. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Boy, 203 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider 1st. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Alvin Kamara, 27 yards. And the Raiders look like they're about to put an end to their two-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent... And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. On the counter, here's Kamara. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A give. This is Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Well,
for the antidote. There's a British girl on my TV screen. She's so hot, she's so mean. Burn my body like it's flammable. Girl, I'm so a fan of you. Hey, 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 hey. Like a cannibal. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Your sensation, my fixation.
Don't play with me, but I still gamble with it. We getting right before we take off on the landing strip. Know that you like all the attention that a fan gives. Say that you like me, but you